How you feeling about the addition of Jordan Brown?
Come on, brother. I mean, no doubt tournament team now. I think the roster's good, even if they don't get all the additions that I think they'll ultimately get.
Yeah.
19 points per game, 9 rebounds. This dude's a baller. He was 6th man of the year at Arizona in the Pac-12. At Louisiana, I mean, all conference performer.
Mid-major player of the year.
Mid-major player of the year. Like the. How can I speak on it in any negative light? It's unbelievable. And I there is questions about if he'll be eligible right when he gets to campus, but I don't give a damn. I mean, when we talk about pure centers, guys with experience, guys that can put the ball in the hoop down low, he will be arguably, and depending on if DeAndre Williams comes back, I mean, he'll arguably be the best big in the conference, and there's no question about it. And then we'll talk about this a little more in depth, but thinking about what that front court could be.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. Holy shit.
Yeah.
DeAndre Williams and Jordan Brown. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's arguably top 3 in the country. And I did the math on it. 37 points per game last year they accounted for, 16.5 rebounds per game. It's what Penny and this staff did in getting Jordan Brown, hats off. Tip the cap. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I think the big point that I took away from the addition of Jordan Brown, and talked about this when me and Kenny broke it down, is that everyone's been asking for the true center, right? We've been talking about it for, 4 months now, ever since the season ended, that true center needed to be a priority, and there were a couple guys that they were in on, Kello Ware being like the top of the heap of centers that they were in on. And then we didn't hear much after that. After some of those targets died out, it was like, okay, I guess they're just going to roll small ball Nick Jourdain at the 5. Then we get the DeAndre Williams news, so it's like, okay, maybe if they get DeAndre back, you have Nick Jourdain and DeAndre kind of interchangeable at the 4 and 5. The best part about Jordan Brown is sometimes when you get a quote-unquote true center, rim protector, whatever, you're sacrificing offense for that defensive presence. And I think some teams get trapped in that. And I think there are a lot of centers, not as much now, but just in general in college basketball, that get minutes because they are big bodies. They can block shots. They can be a force in the paint. And you absolutely get the best of both worlds with Jordan Brown. You get a guy that averaged nearly 20 points per game last year, helped lead Louisiana to the NCAA tournament, almost knocked off Tennessee. If they would have had a better first half, they could have beaten Tennessee in that game.
He had 16 and 7 in that game.
Right. So
and it wasn't even an on game for him.
No,
he
it
didn't
wasn't.
have a great game.
No. So someone that, and I say the best of both worlds, you really hit every category with this. You've got a scorer in Jordan Brown. He probably won't average 19 next year with Memphis because there are a lot of guys on this team that can score, but let's just say 12 to 15.
He'll be one of your main scorers.
Right.
No doubt.
That's wonderful scoring from a true center. Rebounding. Almost averaged 9, 10 rebounds a game.
Those rebounding issues they had last year are like thing of the past.
Yeah. So you get the rebounding. Block shots. He's averaged over 1 block the last couple of years. Check that box. Size, 6'11", 235. Check that box. Like Jordan Brown is the absolute best case scenario for what they could have gotten at a center, really at any point, but especially in June, at the end of June, getting a guy in Jordan Brown, former 5-star, as you said, 6th man of the year at Arizona, mid-major player of the year last year at Louisiana. Like it makes too much sense. And once again, Penny's back's against the wall. He delivers.